Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I'm working on a single page layout with some photos from Cincinnati, and these are actually from Covington, which is across the bridge. We walked across the bridge, made it to Covington, so we were actually on the Kentucky side, and I just loved all the houses in the neighborhood and like this little statue thing that was there. I found it very appealing. So I want to scrap that neighborhood feel. So I need two cards because I need one to fill this empty space, and then I need something to go in between these two, which also means I'm going to have a flip. So I have to build that as well. All right, I have a photo flip ready to go here, so I'm just going to move that over, save that for later. But I want to pull out my 3x4 cards. And in looking at all of these, I think I could do a lighter green, kind of a burnt orange, or maybe even a black and white because I do have some black in there. So I'm going to look for those colors and just see what I can find that might fit kind of the idea of a neighborhood feel. I don't remember exactly what's in my stash. I know I have things that say like this neighborhood, but I don't think it's in these colors. So I'll probably have to find something else. I found one card already that I think might be usable. That's this one. I love that it says around town because that is what we were doing. And I was looking for black and white and saw this first, but actually the colors down here would be okay. I've got a gray in there, I've got the orange, I've got a lighter blue. All of those things are here. So I think it would be okay. I'm just not sure if I want it here or if I want it inside the photo flip. I haven't found another card that I like for this, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into my yellow and orange travel embellishments and pull out some things that might be suited to this, and then I can just find paper for the background and kind of just build my own card. I also have this bin, of DIY embellishments that I made, and I used some that were orange backgrounds, so I'm going to go through those as well. I found a few things that I think might go with this. So I love this little house here. It looks more like a storefront, but I think I could get away with it just because of like the colors that are in it. And I just have this, which is kind of generic. I could stamp on it though. I could write something. It leaves me some room because I have all that extra space there. And then I have this, which is similar. I could write something here, I could stamp, but I like that it says "You are here, let's go exploring," because that is what we were doing. And given the colors, I think whatever I build for this is going to be in this pocket, and I'm going to put this between these two, but I will also need a phrase there. So I could either go green or orange there when I get to that part. But for now, I think I want to use maybe one of these three, and then I still have to go through here. Within my DIY embellishments, this was the only one I found that I thought would have the right colors and something that I could work with because all of those are represented here. However, I made this thinking it would be more of a 4x6, and it is too big for a 3x4. Could I put it on the outside of the page protector? Maybe, but I'm a little worried about that because this paper is so thin that I think it might get destroyed over time. So not going to use that one. I'll save that for a 4x6 card where I can use it better. And so that brings me back to these. So I think it's going to be one of these. I don't think I can layer these really and make it doable. I think it would look kind of strange, but I suppose it depends on the kind of background I find. So I'm going to look for that next. Okay, I think I'm going to use this scrap piece of blue that I have. I cut it down to be a 3x4, and I really want to try to use this. I think what I'm going to have to do though is I'm going to have like a strip or a square of white in the middle, and then I can put this on there and I can stamp something as well in black, something about neighborhood or exploring, or I don't know. I have tons of stamps, so I'm sure I can find something. All right, I found a stamp set, and ironically, I think they go together because look at this stamp here. It says "Love this neighborhood," and look at the building. I'm pretty sure these are both made by everyday explorers. This was probably part of a digital kit that I bought and then just cut this out. I don't remember exactly where I got it, but looking at this, I'm guessing that this is who made it. But also on here is this one that says exploring the neighborhood. I knew I had something that said some kind of phrase like that, so this brings me a lot of joy that I actually found it and I can use it. So my plan is that I'm going to cut this down so that it is 3 inches across and it will fit on here. Then I will put this on there. When it is adhered, I will just do a black outline because otherwise it's white on white. I think that looks weird. And then I can do my stamping, which will also be in black. So I think that will make it feel more cohesive if all of that matches. All right, I have that adhered and I have grabbed out, this is an old Zig Millennium pen, and I have the 01, which is fairly thin, and I will just trace around the outside. And voila, there we have it. I definitely think that was the right way to go. It needed definition. So I have that. Now I have to do the stamping and I have to be very careful because if I screw it up, yes, I could cut this out or lift it up and put it on something else, but that's a hassle and I really don't want to do that. So I'll just be as careful as I can possibly be. Yay, I completed the stamping and it came out perfectly. So now I can put that right on this card here. And then I'm debating maybe doing some ink splattering because it feels like it's a lot of white. I could also cut this down to have more blue showing, so I haven't totally decided yet. All right, I did decide to cut off a 1/4 inch on each side, and then I will put it like that. And I do like that better. I like that more of the blue shows. And then I'm still considering possibly doing splattering on there, but I'm not sure if I want black, which is what I was originally thinking, or I have kind of a gray silver. So maybe what I should do is actually test it on the back of this and see how that would look. All right, I used my Dina Wakley gloss spray in Sterling. So it's gray / silver. It does have a little bit of a shine to it. This is what it looks like on there. And it's very subtle. I think I like it, so I think I'm going to go with this. I just want to make sure that that's completely dry before I flip it over, attach this piece, and then do it for real. All right, now is the true test. Get it ready here. Do a little bit around. You know, that's probably enough. Less is more in my book. I don't want it to go totally crazy. And I like the placement that I see right now. So really it's a matter of just letting it dry, but I think that might be enough. So while that is drying, I can actually work on some other things. I can work on the photo flip. So I think I do like these where I had them. This will be the top, this will be the middle of the flip, this will be the back. But I also need to create a little tab at the bottom here to indicate that it needs to be flipped up. So I have to find that. I did also find in my orange stuff this little thing, and I might use it on here and just put it right under there. It fits nicely. And I can maybe do the date in there and then do my journaling on this. But I like the little pop of color that it gives. So actually, you know what? I'm just going to attach it right now because I know I like it. I just need to get it centered well there. That looks good, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. So as I think I have mentioned before, I keep extra little like tabs and things that I cut off from other pieces. I can show an example here, like that semicircle there, or this tag. When I have extra pieces that I think I can use again, I keep them. And they just kind of sit on my desk over here. Well, I had cut some pendants recently, and this is the part that's left over at the end to make the points. And I just realized it's black and white. I could tuck that under here and use that as my flip up, because I've got a lot of black and white going here. I think that would work just fine, and it's unique, and why not put it to use since I have it? All right, there we go. I have that all attached, so now I can add in this, and I do need to fill in the date, but then once I have that, I can attach it. All right, I have that all put together, and what I didn't realize was on the other side of this, it had color on it. There was a pattern on that side, but the colors actually kind of work. So I lucked out there. Whereas if it had been something hideous, I might have had to remove it. So now I have that. I'm gonna put that in the pocket here. So I can just see what everything looks like. Oh, I've got a staple at the bottom. Those are always hard to get past. I should actually put them together and then insert them in the pocket. Okay, everything is in the pockets now. Here's the flip up. I'll do my journaling off camera. And I love this. I think that was absolutely the right choice to use that little building, do the stamping, do the splattering. I love it all. So here's another one finished for Cincy. Thanks for watching.